Welcome back to another live here with Design Bundles. We are so excited this morning because number one, it is the event that we all wait for all month long. It is the dollar deal. So you guys can head on over in about an hour and snag huge bundles for $1. So if you guys are just now getting into, sublimation or Cricut, this is the perfect time to snag tons and tons of designs. Like I said, only $1. Now, today, there was a huge announcement right before this live that we actually get to give away all 42 designs. So all of those bundles today, all of the extras, 42 of them, one lucky winner. We're going to do a giveaway at the very end. So stay tuned. If you guys want to enter, use hashtag deals in the comments below. And like I said, one lucky winner is going to win everything today. So I'm so excited about that. Now, what I'm going to do today is walk you through a few of these projects using some of the designs from today. So I've got sublimation, I've got some, adhesive vinyl projects. So let's go ahead and dive right in. As you guys are joining, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning. Some people, good night, good evening. Welcome in. Let me know where you guys are from and let me know if you guys are ready for today's dollar deal. I also want to know, are you guys after the sublimation files? Are you guys after the SVGs or maybe even some files for your Glowforge? So we're going to head over here after a while to designbundles.net. I'm going to show you some of the files. I'm also going to show you the bundles that I used today for today's project. So like I said, as you guys, hey, Mr. Crafty fans, thank you so much for joining us today. So like I said, as you guys are joining, let me know where you guys are from. Good morning, good morning. And if you guys want to be entered in today's giveaway, use hashtag deals in the comments below for a chance to win it all. So you guys are going to get all 42 designs. It is amazing. So I'm so excited about this one. I definitely think it's a ton of fun and you guys could start using those files today. So we have 1 hour. So let's go ahead and start working on our projects. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So the supplies that I have here today. So number one, I'm going to do a canvas. This is a wood sign, if you will. You could do this on a reverse canvas, all sorts of different things. You could DIY your signs. Now, this is actually a wooden canvas here that you would actually paint. I love using these. They're just a couple dollars. So I have one of these. I've already cut out my adhesive vinyl here. This is a really cute design that's included in a bundle today. It's one of the signs. Now with this one, it's really cool because it not only comes with the SVG files, it also comes with PNGs and you can, sorry, I bumped into this. You guys can sublimate with it. So you guys could throw this design on a coffee mug. You can throw this on a t-shirt or maybe even a tote bag or even a pillow. So I wanted to print it out as well, just to kind of show you guys that you can sublimate with these designs as well. It's not just an SVG, it also includes the PNG. That's amazing in itself. All right, so I've cut out all these colors here using some StarCraft. I love the matte. Like I've told you guys, when you make signs, it looks like paint. It's gorgeous. We've got a few colors there. So that's that. And then today I realized I haven't even done a live yet with the popular beer can glass. So we've got one of those today. I have this link down below from Amazon. You guys can get like a huge bundle of these, super affordable. And then on Etsy, I did find the lid and the straw. And then I cut out these designs. Now, what's really fun about this, and if y'all want to see it, let me know in the comments below. I'll show you guys at the very end if we have time using Cricut Design Space. I created this file with a font. This is one of those font bundles, and I used the font and created this file myself for this beer can glass. And then what I did here was I printed out some of the sublimation designs from one of our really fun mom bundles. So I printed out a few of these so you guys could see them, and we're going to create a coffee mug. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put two of these designs, one on each side, just so you guys can see them. So I've printed this with my Sawgrass SG500, and I used Designscape to bring all of these into one file so I could print them at one time. And then I've got my Cricut mug press. So Cricut mug here. I've got some heat tape, I've got a ruler, I've got a squeegee, scissors, and I have some transfer tape. Okay, so the very first thing I want to start with is our coffee mug because it's going to take 5 minutes. And while that's baking in the oven, we'll head on over to Design Bundles so I can show you the bundles, like I said. So let's start with the mugs. Like I said, as you guys are joining, welcome, welcome, welcome. Are you guys ready for today's dollar deal? Once again, are you guys already ready to just throw these designs in your cart? I want to know what files you guys are after. What's your favorite? Are you looking for Easter, mom, maybe? And also remember, if you guys want to win today's, the entire 42 designs from today's dollar deal, use hashtag deals in the comments below. All right, so here we go. So let's trim these down. What I was thinking is I'm going to use this one here. So we're going to start with this one. And I thought the colors, I'm going to do this one just to show you two different designs. There we go. So you guys can print this with your Sawgrass or your Epson using that if you guys are a gold member, using that Designscape is amazing to print these all at one time. All right, so we will set these out of our way. And then what we want to do here is I'm going to clean my coffee mug here just to remove any sort of lint or debris here. And then we're going to get ready to sublimate this. So I've already preheated this. I get my little handy dandy tape. Isn't this cute? It's a little donut. I got this from Amazon. And I put my Cricut tape right inside. All right, so I'm going to get a couple pieces of this here. I'll kind of pop one there. We'll start with this one. I'm going to line it up on this side here. Here we go. And then we are going to line up the next side here. Now, like I said, if you guys are new to sublimation, you're new to the Cricut world, Sawgrass, new to Silhouette, any of those things, you guys are going to love these bundles. It's a great way to stock up on some files and start playing with your machine today. So I am going to get our next one. Hopefully I put that one straight up. You want to make sure you have your design straight up here. Here we go. Now also today we are getting some cold weather. So we have some like ice storm going on today. We're under winter advisory. You guys let me know where you guys are at. Is it cold or warm today? Here we go. All right. So I've got both sides taped down. The biggest thing you want to do is make sure there's no gap between the top and the bottom, and it's ready to press. So we're going to pop this into the Cricut mug for us just like so, and we are going to press. So let's go ahead and get ready. I'm going to switch you guys back up here so you guys can see me. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen just so I can show you the designs that I'm using, what bundles I'm using, and what bundles are available. Now, I know some of you guys may be new to our dollar deal and you're wondering, how do we get access to this? Where do we go? All you need to do, there should be a link in the comments below or in the description below, and it's going to take you straight here. So right away on the very front page, you're going to see where it says dollar deals. So as you guys can see, we have 50 minutes left. There's a little clock there that counts that down. And then whenever you scroll down, you guys are going to see where it says after party member. Mine is because I am actually a Gold Plus member. If you guys are a Plus member, you guys have access to the after party, which means you guys have 24 hours to snag these bundles. Now, if you guys are not a Plus member, you only have 1 hour. So you have to make sure you completely check out your cart in 1 hour to get these for that price. But if you guys are a Plus member, you guys have an entire 24 hours. So you guys have the after party member. So right now you're only going to see, it's going to say it's just not going to let you add it yet. Once it's opened up in 50 minutes, maybe 49 by now, you guys are just going to simply add it to your cart. And then when you go to check out, there will be some surprises, some extra bundles just for you that you can purchase as well. So here are some of the bundles that are included today. As you guys can see, there is glowforge files. There is illustrations that you can use for sublimation and things like that. Lots of cute ones here. So I love this alphabet right here. I think this is super cute. You can click on them to make them bigger as well, so you can really see what's going on here. That's going to be perfect. And then look at these super cute designs here. These would be perfect for a coffee mug or a sign. Now, the ones that I'm using today, I'm going to scroll down here a little bit. This farmhouse sign bundle, I was trying to get the name here, spring mix bundle. Look at all of these 15 designs, guys, 15, and they are so, so cute. I'm going to kind of just pop through here really quickly and show you a couple of these just to show you. You can put them on pillows, signs, t-shirts. So for example, they put this one right here on a t-shirt, lots of different things that you can do. So the one that I'm making today is not this one, but it should be, let me see here, this one right here. So we're making this sign right here today. Once again, you can throw it on a coffee mug. So there's this super adorable one here. And then to scroll down even further, we have stuff for nurses today. I do believe we even have baby milestones. Look at how super cute these are. Perfect for sublimation. The font bundle that I'm using today where I created that coffee is this one right here. It's Farmhouse Bundle. And the font that I used was Farm Filled. So I used this font to create that. And then right here, this is that mom bundle that I'm using. So this comes with 12 PNG files. And as you guys can see how cute these are. Now they were showing them advertised on a t-shirt, but like you are going to see today, I'm putting them on a coffee mug. So lots of different things that you can do. This is one of the files that we're using today. And I believe we chose, let me see if I can find it, this one right here. So these are the files that I'm using today. There's tons of them here. So definitely make sure you guys come check it out today. Once again, you only have 1 hour to completely check out. But if you guys are a Plus member, you guys have a whole 24 hours. And as you can see with that clock, we only have 47 minutes left. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and drop us back down here so we can get back to our craft. All right, so here we go. Hello, hello. Thank you guys so much for joining. We are on the 4-minute mark. So if you guys are using a Cricut mug press, you don't need to set the time. And it has this little built-in, you don't have to set the temp or time. It has built-in dots here. So I'm going to try to scoot it over so hopefully y'all can see. Right here, once it starts flashing, a whole minute has passed. I don't think you guys can really see that with this brightness of the lights today, but we only have 1 minute left on that. So I'll let that go. While we do that, I can go ahead and start to, get ready and prepped up for the next craft. So I'm going to scoot this out of the way. As you guys, it's freezing in Ohio. It's 30. Oh my goodness. New Jersey here. Welcome, welcome. Thank you guys so much for joining. We are so excited. And I hope you guys are going to enjoy today's dollar deal. Now, don't forget, if you guys want to enter today's giveaway, we are giving away all 42 designs from today's dollar deal. So we are so excited about that. So all of those bundles are included. And one lucky winner is going to win at the end. Use hashtag deals in the comments below. All right, so I think we are getting close to popping this open. I'm going to grab my Cricut pad really quick. Actually, guys, I'm going to use a towel. I've created this. This is an upcoming video, so a little sneak peek here from us. But I'm actually going to use this too, just to show you an example. I was going to use my Cricut Easy Pad here, Cricut Heat Pad, if you will. But you can actually even just use a dish towel. Now, this right here is actually heat resistant, but I still feel like it's going to, with my table here. So always get yourself a little hand towel or something like that. All right, so this is almost done. So I'm getting ready for that. And I think I don't want to work on another project just yet. So I'm going to go ahead and slide this out. Now your handle will stay cool to the touch, but this right here is like 400 degrees. So you don't want to touch it. So we are going to set this guy aside and we will peek back on it here in just a minute. So I'm going to turn this off, get it out of our way, and we will come back to this one. So you really want to, if you can, leave this alone and let it cool down. All right. Let's move on to project number 2, which is this super cute beer can glass. If you guys have not seen, these things are trending all over Instagram. They are super duper popular right now and lots of different things you can do. We even have seen where they're using like the holographic colors. Those are really pretty. I even seen some of these where they're a frosted glass. And then you can purchase separately unless they come with the lid. So I think Tech Wrap, I've noticed, they sell them together. They do have them together and then you purchase the straw. So I'm going to go ahead and set these out of the way here. This straw right here is glass. It is so cool. And I think it was only $1 something. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. The first step we need to do is clean our glass here. So we want to remove any sort of, lint or debris or oils from our hands. You can use rubbing alcohol or just simply a clean cloth. So I'm going to go ahead and do that lint-free. Set that out of the way. Now I went ahead and cut this out in 2 different colors. I did the black and the white. I'm going to go ahead and use the white today, but just to show you, you can do this. You could do a pink, a blue. You could do that holographic vinyl if you wanted to. Lots of different things. And this is using that font, like I said, from that farm bundle. And I just created this. So I typed out the CO, enter, brought these down, took 2 squares, sliced them to create this outside border. Once again, if you guys want to see this and we have time, I'll show you at the end. All right, so we're going to take that and then we are going to take some of our transfer tape here. So give me just a second. This is the one from 143 and I love it. So as you guys can see, it's kind of like, where does it start? But this is because I reuse my same materials. Here we go. So see how I just popped that back on from last time? I just kind of roll it around here. So I'll be able to go down just like this, like a taco. I kind of went down sideways. I didn't go down like a taco today. I'm not going to lie to y'all. All right, so I'm going to trim this away and set this guy aside. All right, this is going to be super duper quick project here. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're just going to go ahead and rub this in. This is going to allow us to pick it up with our transfer, just like so. This would also be really cool with that color changing adhesive vinyl. I'll definitely be working on a tutorial on that really soon, but with that color changing, that would be a ton of fun as well. So now I'm going to flip this guy over, get it at an angle, and peel. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to bring this glass in. Now, if you need help to hold this still, what I like is these little squeegees that have that centerpiece here, because you can actually, let's get this guy in here. You can actually set this right on that middle piece, and that's going to hold it still for you. So those squeegees are perfect for holding your coffee mugs or, you know, something round like this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to line this guy up, and I'm going to go down just like a taco right in the center. I like to go in the middle first. Bring this up so hopefully you guys can see. I bring down one side first and then the other, just like that. And then we are going to take our squeegee again. This is going to be perfect for that iced coffee. I actually went to our local, it's like the big chains, the little coffee shop. I went and bought me a super cute iced coffee, and then I threw it right inside of here, and it was so cute. All right. So now we are just going to peel this like so. And there you have it. How super cute is this? And this is just using the font. So sometimes I don't think we really think about the fonts in this way. We only see them as writing out names or, you know, things like that. But you can definitely create your very own SVG files like this. How adorable is this? So I just used a square. I unlocked it, like I said, took two of them, sliced it to create this, and then just used that font. And it came out so, so cute. All right, so there's that project. Now let's go ahead and I think we could possibly peel this guy. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. Let me grab my tweezers really quick. All right. Love it. Thank you so much, Georgia. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and peel this. It's still obviously a little bit hot. So I'm going to be careful with my tweezers here. Just kind of getting it started. We'll peel off this first one here. Look at those colors. Is this not super duper cute? Mama needs coffee, lots and lots of coffee. So cute. So there is the first one. And then we're going to flip it over and we're going to get that next one. All right, here we go. Flip this guy over. There we go. Sleep deprived, but still alive. Hashtag mom life. So those came out really, really cute. And like I said, this is just using two of those PNG files from, I believe this one came with, what was it, 12 or 15 files? And this is just two of them. So as you guys can see, if you guys are just now joining us, I printed out a few of these. I used Designscape so I could print out multiple on one sheet. So there is tons of them. And you guys can put them on t-shirts. You guys can put them on mugs and all of the things. So there is that one. So make sure you guys definitely check out that bundle today for only $1, guys. All right, so let's move on to our sign. Now, once again, if you guys are just joining us, this bundle here of all of these signs here, not only do they come with the SVGs, they also come with the PNG version. So then you can sublimate this on a t-shirt, pillow, tote bag, whatever you wanted to, or a coffee mug. So you guys can definitely use this either or. All right, so let's go ahead. Now, I am actually I'm going to try to show y'all something a little bit different today to layer this up. So we are going to go ahead and scoot this guy. I'm trying to decide which way I want to scoot this little guy over here. And then we're going to do our layering over here. So I've got a piece of parchment. Now, the preferable parchment that you would actually want to get is the white one because you can see through it really well. But what I'm actually going to use this for is to layer my design. So I think what I'm going to do, this is just me rolling out this, okay? We're trying something new today. I'm going to trim this down to size of my canvas, of my sign. And it don't have to be perfect. I just definitely don't want it to be bigger. I want it to kind of fit in here. And I'm going to attempt to layer everything on this parchment so I can go down with one layer instead of layering it individual, if that makes sense. So I know everything's going to line up. So this is going to technically represent my canvas. So this is going to be my canvas. So here we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of line up my pieces. And what I do here, I know you guys can't see anything, but on my screen, I'm going to pull back up this design. So I could say, for example, on my screen, I have this design pulled up, but obviously mirrored correctly. So that way I can see how this is layered. All right, so I know that I have some eggs that are going to go behind this truck here. So I need to grab all of those eggs really quick. Here we go. All of this is Starcraft. So if you guys are just joining, I'm using Starcraft today. This is their matte ones. I love it because it looks like paint. If you guys are ever creating a sign, my number one tip is to use the matte and not the glossy. Use the matte because it literally looks like you painted it. That is my number one tip. All right, here we go. All right, so we're going to have these 3 little eggs here, which I'm going to try to combine in just a second. So I know these guys are going to pop in. I'm trying to remember my colors. I'm going to try to keep everything correctly. All right, here we go. So we've got our little eggs. These guys are going to go back behind the truck here. Then for our next one here, and I actually changed this up a little bit because, let me see here, because this was actually, I'm going to scoot this up so hopefully y'all can see really good. So this actually is down here a little bit from the design, but I'm actually moving it up here on the truck. And then these pieces are going to kind of go in here as well. So these pieces are actually going to come up compared to being down. So I can do whatever I want to do there. And then I'm going to have my tire pieces here. I need to bring these in. As you guys are just now joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are playing around with some of the designs. So I'm creating some projects using some of the designs that are available for today's dollar dough. All right, here we go. So we are going to, okay, and also I wanted to point out, I don't need these white pieces that are going to be in between these tires because my canvas is white. So I'm actually going to trash those pieces. So I don't need those. All right, and then we have the farmer's market, which is going to come up here. And then I'm going to have that Easter. Now I'm going to play around with this Easter. I think I'm trying to decide. So the Easter, what I'm going to have to do is I need to curve it a little bit. So what I may do is kind of draw me a little marking here. I need to bring this down. I need to make sure everything is going to fit inside of this area here. And then I'm going to have my Easter. So I'm trying to decide if I should put my Easter together first. So I know it's straight. I think I'm going to do that. Here we go. All right. So as you guys are joining, once again, like I said, welcome, welcome. I am so excited to be crafting here with you guys today. And today, if you guys hang out to the very end, we are doing a giveaway. All you have to do is enter hashtag deals in the comments below for a chance to win all of the bundles that are included today for the dollar deal, including the extra. So it's 42, I believe. And you guys are going to win it all. So one lucky winner. If you want a winner, if you want to enter hashtag deals. Okay. Easter. Here we go. We are almost there, guys. Bear with me. Now, this will go pretty quickly once I kind of get it. At first, it's just lining everything up. So we've got our Easter. There we go. So the very first thing I'm going to do, like I said, I need to curve that. So I'm going to play around with it really quickly. So we are going to actually pop these guys out of our way. I'm going to start to get these like so. And I'm going to grab our very first, let's see here, because I need a bigger piece. So we're going to have a really big piece. I'm going to scoot these guys out of the way for just a sec. So I want a piece, when you start out to do this, you want a piece that's going to be, you know, as big as your design. So I'm going to go ahead and take all this off here really quickly. So y'all just bear with me. All my scrap pieces. Y'all let me know in the comments below. Do you guys save your transfer to use it again, or do you guys trash it on the first use? Let me know. All right, so I think this should be big enough. And I'm going to go ahead and just trim that down. Here we go. Now, I do think we probably have somewhere around, you know, what is it, 35 minutes left or so? 30, 35 minutes. We're getting pretty close. So it is so exciting. I'm so excited for y'all to go grab all of the deals today. I'm going to go ahead and drop this down just so I can visually see what I'm doing. Bear with my madness here today. All right. Y'all probably think I'm crazy. Here we go. So I'm going to start out with this. I don't have to really worry about where it's at. I just need to line them up. So I'm going to grab, let's see, because I'm trying to figure this out. I may not be able to hold on. Bear with me. I'm actually going to grab, you know, you start to think to yourself, this ain't going to work. So I'm going to grab my E first. Because the biggest struggle, I think, is working with this Easter because it's curved. And obviously you can't weld it or attach it to stay together because they are individual colors. So we are going to just line them up like so. All right, grab our next one. I could actually rub it from the back. And then bring in our next color here. And here we go. So I'm going to have to keep this guy a little bit separate, and that's okay. Just because, like I said, it was a little bit more tedious. Everything's going to go easier. All right. I feel like that tee's off just a little bit. Let's see if I can fix it. All right. Let's see here. I don't know why that tee seems really big. We're just going to roll with it, but it definitely seems out of place. All right. We're going to grab our E here. And we should be curving a little bit more like so. I'm starting to try to curve it just a little bit. I may have curved it too much, but once again, I'm just going to roll with it. All right. And we are going to come into that bar right here. So I don't think it's absolutely perfect for sure for the curve part, but I definitely tried my best. Another thing I was thinking that you could do, so see that Easter there? Hopefully you guys can see that. So that's kind of going to curve around my whole design. So now I'm going to go ahead and pick up my 3 eggs. I'm going to attempt to do this really quickly. And then we're going to try to line everything else. You know what? And I think where I was going to try to attempt to pick everything up at once, I'm almost feeling like I'm going to have to scratch this plan. Let's see. I think I can glue my truck together. All right. So we're going to start off with our green egg first because it's what's in front. All right. So our green egg is first. And then we're going to go back in and we're going to pick up our next one. I'm just going to pick up my yellow one really quick. Something about like this. Rub it again. And to pick up our next one. Here we go. All right. I'm just trying to make sure. I'm trying to make it and keep it as close, you know, and if it's not perfect, if it's not exactly like it, it's okay. It's definitely okay. All right. Now, this was the other thing I did not think of because this needs to go behind the truck. So we'll get this down here in just a second, and then this guy will go down. So let's see if I cannot go ahead and start. I'm going to go ahead and try to start this sign here, and we're going to try to just line everything up. So let's start with our Easter. So our Easter is going to come right up here at the top. So somewhere right about in here, I think looks good. And then we're going to squeegee this guy down. All right, there we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and come in with this Farmer's Market right here. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this next one. I think I should have a piece that is long enough. Let's see here. This guy might be working. Right. Scoot this out of our way. Okay. Now, like I said, what I would have done, but I had already messed up, you want to layer everything in the order that it would go down. So I actually should have started with my truck first and then went in and grabbed. So I was trying to grab all of the pieces at one piece. So that way it went out together. But once you grab a piece that doesn't belong, it's over with. But hopefully you guys got the point of what I was trying to do on that. But the parchment paper does still help to line pieces up. So hopefully you guys learned something today from that alone. All right. And here we go. We're going to go ahead and do this. And I think I could probably pick up my truck at the same time as well. So what I'm going to do is use that parchment paper to try to pick this up at the same time, just to kind of line these guys up. So I'm going to do something about right here. Looks good to me. Pick that truck up. And then I should be able to pick up my tires as well in just a second. So I will do that. All right, so we're going to pick these guys up just like so. Flip this guy over, and then we're going to start to grab these tires. And I can actually, well, it's going to try to stick them on that way, but I think I can do it this way. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and line up my tire here. There we go. And then we'll grab that next tire. But see how that parchment, because this will not stick. Your adhesive vinyl will not stick to that parchment. So it's going to allow you to line these pieces up super easy. There you go. So that way, because once you stick them on your sign, you're committed. You know, you can't undo it. It's really, or you're going to have to pull it back up and start over. So there's that. And then I think I'm actually going to come back with these last two pieces here in a sec. So I'm actually going to figure out about where. So this is where this parchment is going to come in again. Okay. So I'm going to stick my parchment paper down. Hopefully you guys can see through this. I think you guys can see the word Easter. Now, if it was white, like I said, it would be more ideal. All right. And I'm actually going to cut off a piece of this. Something like that. So I basically need it to line up my Easter eggs. So we are going to pop in these eggs. And then I'm going to start to play around with this piece so I can figure out where my eggs are going. See? So I can say, okay, that's how we're going to go down. This is where this needs to be on the sign. See how I'm using that parchment before I commit. So something about like this looks good, right? So what I can do now is pick this back up. I'm going to go ahead and rub down my eggs. Careful not to rip these pieces off. I'm going to rub down my eggs because I know that's going to work. And then now we're going to go ahead and rub these guys in just like so. If you guys are just now joining us, we are creating a sign using one of the designs in a bundle today. So this one right here comes with several designs, SVGs as well as PNGs. So we are creating an Easter sign today. All right, so I think something about like that looks really good. So I can go ahead and drop it down. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this. Now, I think this color combo here today looks really, really good. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just squeegee that in just like so. And we're going to go ahead and get a corner here and peel. So we are on our last couple of pieces here. And the way that these ones work, so I'm going to try to pick these up together. They kind of intertwine with each other, and then I'm going to drop them down together. So that's what we're going to do now. So we're going to bring back in this parchment paper. I love how you're showing that you can make these designs fit on. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad that you find it helpful, Emily. I hope you guys are learning something from this, because like I said, if we can at least inspire you to get out and craft today, then we are doing our job. I'm going to go ahead and scoot this because I can actually get another piece here. I want to make sure this is going to fit. And we are going to start with, because they kind of intertwine. They're not technically right on top of each other. They're intertwining. So I'm going to go ahead and get this, and I'm going to trim this guy down just like so. There we go. Scoot some of this out of the way. I know it's starting to look a little messy over here. Y'all bear with me. And then we're going to take our little squeegee, and we're going to squeegee this piece here just like so. And I think we're getting down some time here. So our clock is definitely ticking. I think we're getting more into like 20 minutes or so. So after this, make sure you guys head on over to the Dollar Deal and snag all of those bundles for $1. All right. Now, don't forget we're doing Q&A. So if you guys have any questions, I will try to answer those here in just a bit. Now, I almost messed this up. I can see where at some point in time and somewhere, I accidentally bumped my S here. I'm going to try to adjust it. Okay, there we go. I think I was able to fix it. Perfect. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just carefully line these pieces back up like so. So I'm trying to remember where these pieces went. I believe somewhere right about here. It looks good to me. And then we're just going to rub them down again and pick them up at the exact same time. Now, remember with this sign, because I can do whatever I want to, if you look at it here, it's actually below the truck, but because I wanted this to fit on this sign really nicely without it seeming too small and give me a little bit more space, I'm actually bringing it up on the truck a little bit, and that's okay. whatever works best for you, whatever you think is going to look good for you, definitely feel free to do so. All right, so our very last piece here, and like I said, I'm going to bring it up a little bit on the truck here. So that way I can get this to fit a little bit better on my sign. So I think something about like this looks good. And we're going to squeegee it down. Now, like I said, once again, I really wished I could have showed you guys laying this down at one time. But once you mess up on those layers, it's over with. But that's okay. At least hopefully I taught you guys something, like I said, along the way here. All right. There you have it. How cute is this? This would be perfect for your coffee bar if you guys have one of those two-tiered shelves. This size right here would be perfect for that. This would be perfect to set in the, in your living area or even at your office if you were wanting to make something for a teacher's classroom, anything. I mean, this is quite a small size here. It's obviously smaller than 8.5 by 11. Let me see what this size is here just to kind of give you guys that information. So let's see here. Let's see what we got. So this sign right here is 10 inches by 8 inches, 8 by 10. I guess it is an 8 by 10. So there it is. But you guys can see how super cute this is. I think this color combo here came out amazing. Once again, I'm using these Starcraft matte colors. When you create that sign, if you use the matte, it looks like you hand painted this. This looks like something you have stenciled on or you have hand painted compared to the glossy. If you have glossy, it's going to shine off of this. You guys can see there's no shine on that, and you're going to know it's vinyl. But if you guys are creating these to sell or for a gift, even for yourself, highly recommend using those matte colors. But you guys can see how amazing this came out. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Thank you. Now here is a recap. So if you guys are just joining us, we used one of the bundles for the font. This is a farm. I believe this was Farm Field. So out of one of those bundles, this font right here is Farm Field. And I created this SVG inside of Cricut Design Space. So there's this super cute one here. And then we used the SVG bundle here for the mom. So we did this design here and then this one right here on the back. So really, really cute bundles today. So is there any questions? Let's go ahead and get ready for Q&A. And just to show you guys again, maybe give you guys a little bit better idea of the size here. How super cute is this sign? I love the way the colors came out. Like I said, I think this sign is amazing. And there is tons more designs. You can throw these on mugs, t-shirts, all sorts of different things. As you guys seen here, if you guys are just joining, I also printed it with the PNG version. I could throw this on a t-shirt or a pillowcase or even a tote bag. So there you go. Once again, I'll show you guys just a little peek on our last two designs here. All right, so let's see. Do we have any questions today? So first time shopping, I have money in my cart. When can I purchase? Here in about, I believe we got like 20 minutes left, so you guys will be able to purchase those. All right, do we have to be a member to get access? No, you do not. So you do not have to be a member at all. You have 1 hour. So if you're not a member, it's just you have 1 hour. Or if you are a member, you have 24 hours to decide what all you want to purchase. But you do not need to be a member to purchase. What sublimation paper did you use? This is True Pix Classic. It's one of my favorites. So it is True Pix Classic. Let's see, can I use a regular iron? Yes, you can. You can definitely use a regular iron. I do believe we have a tutorial coming soon. I don't think we've posted it just yet, but we have one. I am going to start trying to use an iron a little bit more in some of these tutorials, and stay tuned in a live soon. I really think I'm going to try to do that just because I need to make sure I'm alternating for you guys. Slide question. Let's see. Side question is it best to get a tape dispenser for the Cricut tape? No, you can definitely save your money. You can definitely just use the tape roll. I did that for a long time, but then I found out that you can load these into all sorts of fun tape dispensers. Also, just a little tip. If you have regular Scotch tape, the little basics tape dispensers that you have, you can take that roll off, or whenever it's trash, take that off. It'll pop onto that as well. So you can use those as well. Let's see here. Can you sublimate files on any printer, or does it have to be sublimation printer? It has to be a sublimation printer. Now you don't have to. So the PNGs, you can use those with heat transfer paper. So you can use your inkjet printers and you can actually still print that. You can do print and cut. You can also turn these into stickers. You can use the PNGs for stickers and all those fun things. So lots of different things that you could do with those PNGs. Let's see here. How long do you have to grab the deals? If you're not a member, you have 1 hour, and that means checkout. So don't just throw them in your cart. You have to completely check out. And then when you go through checkout, there is surprise deals in there. So there's more deals that you guys can potentially add as well. Let's see here. Let's see. Can you use vinyl on scrapbook paper, please? Yes. So you definitely can use the vinyl on the scrapbook paper as well. You just want to make sure that you find a more gentle. So there is several. So like the paper, there's a paper transfer tape as well, and it's not as sticky. Or if you're wanting to use it on your paper, all you need to do is take this on your t-shirt here, just living my life here, get it all over your t-shirt and get some fuzzies on it and make this not so sticky. And then you can put that on paper without that tearing up your paper. Let's see, what are you using for the transfer tape? For the transfer tape, I believe this is called Magic Tape. It's from 143 Vinyl, but I do recommend, there is one from Caesar. Cricut has one. There's lots of different ones. And one of my absolute favorites that I used for years is actually contact paper from the Dollar Tree. So it's clear contact paper. You'll find it in the kitchen area, and it looks similar to this, and it's $1. So you can do that, and you can grab it at Walmart and Joann's and Michael's and all those places too. But you can grab transfer tape from the Dollar Tree. Let's see, what else do we have here? Does it matter what kind of parchment paper or brand? Nope. The parchment paper, you just want to make sure it's parchment paper because it basically has like this wax coating to it, and the vinyl just will not stick to it. So it's really cool. And what I like to use these for as well is storing. So say I already cut out my design and I weed it, I can actually lay it on here and store it for later. Or like I said, using it for layering and all of those things. You can purchase it in white. You can purchase it from the Dollar Tree as well. Or you can purchase these sheets like this. I love them because they're already pre-cut for you. So they're not white, but I can still see through them. Let's see here. Can you change sublimation ink brands once you're an Epson? Yes. So you can. All you need to do is you really want to flush your lines. You don't have to per se, but just think about whatever's left in those lines. You're not going to see the true next ink until, and it may seem a little bit different for the first few prints. So if you want to just print multiple pages until you kind of clear those lines, you can pop in another ink. Yes. Let's see here. Love the teddy bear tape measure. Where can someone get that? I have not, and I need to look online and see if I can find, but this is actually from Cracker Barrel. So you know that restaurant and all those there's tons of different ones. I've seen farm animals and all the things, but in Cracker Barrel, and I think it was $2, $3. It wasn't very expensive, but that is where I found it. If we can find one online, I'll try to start linking that for y'all. Can you show the deals briefly? Yes, I can. So let me go ahead and share my screen here. So I'm going to go ahead and make this bigger. So the deals that are available today is right here. We have 15 minutes left, so you guys can see that little clock here. So we have the dinosaur egg holder right here. So this is a fun paper craft. This will be perfect for Easter. You're going to make this, and you'll be able to put those eggs in there. So cute. And you can kind of pop through here. So if y'all need more photos, you can definitely do so. We also have this one right here. This is a laser file. It's a Glowforge file. Comes with lots of different pieces here. We have this illustration bundle here. This is so cute. Now, what's fun about these is you can mix them and add pieces to create your very own sublimation file, if you will. And you can use if you're a Gold Plus member, use our Designscape to do that. Would be a ton of fun. You have tons of little elements like this. So this is an entire bundle with, you can do monograms and all sorts of different things with this. I'm trying to go through here quickly so I don't take a ton of y'all's time. But we have this one here. This one's a ton of fun with geometrics. This would be so cool. You can see them on t-shirts and things like that, coffee mugs. We have these fun little flowers here. We also have this one right here. This is for t-shirts. You could throw this on signs and all of the things. So this is super cute here, just to show you a couple examples. And then we have font bundles. This is where I love to purchase those font bundles. Look at this, 75 fonts for $1. 75 fonts. You guys can kind of scroll through here and see all those. $1. You guys can't beat that. This one I showed you guys earlier, this alphabet would be so cute. Check this out on a tote bag to create those Easter baskets this year. Super cute. We've got some more Easter bundles here. I'm going to kind of scroll through here to not click on everyone. We got some stuff for Canva. We've got more fonts as well. Even backgrounds like this. This is awesome to bring in and create those SVGs on top and create your very own files. You can throw these on tumblers, all sorts of different things. More fonts, more of those Glowforge files. This is the bundle that I'm using today. So if you guys are just now joining us, so this one was a ton of fun. Look at this one. Throw it on a t-shirt, throw it on a sign, lots of different things here. And then we have cake toppers. So this one's perfect here for creating those signs with the Glowforge as well. You can even use your Cricut Maker for something like that. We have the baby milestones. We've got another, this is a farmhouse bundle. This one's really cute as well. So you guys can see those, the love story. So that one's really cute. Let's see, Mega Nature. This one will be cute. Summer's coming up. So we've got camping and all of those kind of things. So that one's really fun. We have some stuff for mental health. I love the way these ones are designed out. So hopefully I can kind of, let's see, I was trying to see if I could zoom here, but it's not going to let me. But these ones are so cute. So I definitely would be snagging this one. Absolutely love. And then, like I said, there is stuff for nurses. So these ones are perfect. Once again, they don't have to be sublimation. You can definitely print these out, create stickers as well. And then this is that font that I used. And the font that I use specifically is the Farm Field. So like I said, I brought this over to Cricut Design Space and did that there. And this one comes with, I was trying to see if this one says part 3, I was trying to see how many, 12 fonts. So this one comes with 12. And then we do have a really mega bundle of stickers. This one is so cute as well. So lots of different ones included in here. So we do have a cute sticker bundle. This one is adorable. And then we also have here, let's see here. We've got this mom one here. This one is an SVG bundle for t-shirts and all the things as well. Because Mother's Day is coming up. This mama right here is really cute to throw on those cups that I was talking about, the beer can glasses. That would be really cute as well. And then we have the ones that I showed you today on the coffee mug as well. And you guys can see a few more of those that are included here. Lots of different ones that I obviously didn't show you guys today that is actually included in here. And then our last one here is this graduation one here. Graduation's coming up, so lots of different fun graduation stuff that you guys can use here. And then, of course, once you go to check out with these, you guys are going to, I'm going to go ahead and stop that screen share really quick so you guys can hopefully see me. So once you go to check out, there will be some secret bundles as well for you. So once you check out, you guys can snag a few extra bundles. They're in your cart. So they're always different. You just never know what's coming. So make sure you guys check that out. Just to kind of recap, we have, I think, 20 minutes, you guys, or actually, I think we're down to like 10 minutes and it's going to start. So make sure you guys are heading on over to designbundles.net. We have a link below. And keep in mind, if you're not a Plus member, you have 1 hour to completely check everything out. And then if you guys are not a Plus, or if you guys are a Plus member, you guys have 24 hours to completely check out. So it gives you a little bit more time to figure out what you want or need. And also, you guys can actually organize those files too. Because you don't have to download them right away. You can purchase these and you can download them over and over again and whenever you want. So we store them for you guys and you guys can come back and download them whenever you want. But like I said, if you guys are just now starting out for Cricut or Silhouette or Sublimation, this is the time to snag these bundles. So if you guys are ready, let's go ahead and do a giveaway. Now, once again, good luck to everybody. And the lucky winner today is going to win all 42 designs, bundles, if you will, all 42 of them. They're going to be yours and you can start playing with those today. So let's go ahead and hit draw here. Good luck to everybody. Thank you all for joining us today. We are so excited to craft with you every single time. All right, let's see here. Who do we have? Stacy, congratulations, Stacy. All you have to do is reach out, send an email to mel@designbundles.net. Tell them that you were here on the live today and you won your deal. And you're going to be able to craft with all of these today. So you have actually won all 42 of the bundle and designs today. So I am so excited for you. Once again, reach out to mel@designbundles.net and you can pick up your prize. So thank you guys again. Here's just a little recap of the things that we created today. I hope you guys recreate these. And if you do, use the hashtag design bundles so we can check them out. Thank you guys so much for joining, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.